Alright, welcome back to another league race. This time we're with FTRL for round number 12? I can't remember, but this is at Russia. This is going back a few weeks now, 2 weeks, a week actually. So heading into this one, I felt decent enough. I thought the pace, if I could hook a lap up, the potential was there. I was having trouble with the setup. Ended up going for what you see here. The curbs really killed this place. I used to really kind of enjoy driving this track, and this is one of my best tracks from last year. Was Russia, and yeah, this year with those curbs doesn't really help. So we did a 30.9, which is not a great lap, but anyways, Sam behind me in the Red Bull just finished his lap, and I'm just going to fast forward. I've got less than a lap of fuel, just trying to get back to the pits. You can see he's getting closer, so I was like, I'm going to get out of the way of this next corner. So nowhere near me, so we thought we could do a nice little pull over here, and you can imagine my shock when that happened. I was very, very, very caught off guard. What happened was he cut the corner to get back to the pits in a hurry. For reasons I'm not completely sure why, but yeah, I was shocked to say the least, because it really did come out of absolutely nowhere. So I was just very much shocked when it happened. Anyways, tried to get back anyways and got out for another run. I left time for a second run. In case I invalidate it. I think I ended up bottling the first one. I ended up going for a second lap and got a 30.8 on the board. There was a bit more time to find in that, but I think P9 was the most I was going to get from that session, and I think that might be my first top 10 qualifying result of the season. Sam got himself a 5th-place grid penalty. We cleared stuff up about that incident afterwards, so yeah, we sorted it out, but yeah, you can draw a line under that. So I'm starting on my softs. Not a big deal around Russia. It always has been the easiest kind of one stop that you're going to find out there, basically. So, anyways, here we go. Penalties could always be a thing as well. So here we go. 5 red lights and away we go. And oh my goodness, I've actually made a place off the line. This is incredible. I've actually made a place off the line. I kind of always enjoy the kind of going through turn 2 there, or turn 1. A bit of contact there. I'm not sure who that was from. See, Sam breaks very early, and then I have to brake early, and then I got stuck in a sandwich. Whoa. Somehow managed to escape any damage. It was a very clean sandwich, as it turned out in the end. Adam's on my inside. I was going to take it nice and tight to the left-hand side, leaving the space. Compromised my exit somewhat, but I was just going to try and drag race heading up towards turn 5, I think this is. So, yeah, managed to make up a few places on the lap. I can't believe it. Looking back at this, I always got absolutely not T-boned, but I always got completely spun around there, coming through turn 1. And I don't know who that was, but it only occurred to me and just watching this again, the contact that actually happened there. Lap 2, Kevin is going to get through here. Kevin is much quicker, so no point really fighting this too much. Trying to think what my race pace actually was in practice. I'm trying to remember. I actually remember being decent, but in the race, it's just, I don't know, man. I think I was doing 35s in the race, and I don't know, it just fell away. AP's trying to go for a move here. A bit of contact rear, and then he goes round. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure what he was going to be. I'm not sure what he was trying to do there, because that's such a dangerous corner. I have to turn in eventually, so I don't know. It was a little late. You could have waited for DRS. I'm sure you would have had me. Here comes Sway. No point fighting that, so he's going to go through there. Nothing I can really do about that, to be fair. So he goes into P9, but kind of falling back now through the grid a bit. And I don't want to let Joe, my teammate, go, because he's bringing quite a crowd with him, and I don't want to get sucked into that crowd, so I desperately try to hold off on Joe. Excuse me, trying to trying to get by. Lap 7, he comes here. He made absolutely no intention. Did not make his intentions known there. He's very silent through that. I didn't communicate that very well. I got a warning, and I was really annoyed by that, because I left him the space because he was coming very quickly. I thought he was going to go for a move. Just the communication aspect really annoyed me, and I got a warning, and I got a second warning later on this lap, I think lap 8. So now, with over 20 laps to go, I've got, as Zumpy gets by here, 20 laps ago, I got 2 warnings around a track that is infamous for penalties. So That incident, that thing really annoyed me because I want just communicate. That's all I ask for. Lap 9, Zumpy slams into a wall, and we're going to get back by him. So back into P7. Some people have begun to make their stops. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So that really annoyed me at the time. Because, you know, just communicate. That's all you need to do. Just communicate. Anyways, I'm boxing this lap, so we sorted it out anyways. But afterwards, but yeah, at the time, in the moment, in the race, I was annoyed, and that was my thinking in the race. Was just to communicate it. And I said so beforehand. You know, just talk. You know, just if you say it, if you're there, just say it, and we'll work something out. But that was just how I was thinking, just at the moment in the race. You know, that's what the context of these things are. You know, I can explain what I was thinking in the moment and these kind of things, etc., etc. Standard nonsense. Anyways, emergent P14. Lennon behind was on mediums. I was hoping perhaps he may have been on an older set, but no, he's actually on a fresh set himself. So he's actually drawn himself into the fold here a bit, and maybe I can expect to see him a little bit later in this race, maybe sooner rather than later. Lap number 12. Here comes Joe. He came out of the pit just behind. And this time we communicated much better to get this one done, so I didn't really fight this one. He goes through, then shits himself into the corner and gets himself a 3-second penalty. So at this stage, I just wanted him. I was like, just go, pull a gap. I've got these 2 Williams cars behind me on penalties. Try and pull a gap if you can, and I'll deal with these Williams. And this never materialized. Excuse me. Joe couldn't really break out of my DRS. Lap 16, see AP's now in my DRS then as well. So these 2 Williams cars are coming quickly here, and the Renaults here aren't really pulling away. So Williams versus Renault, an old school kind of rivalry here. But AP going to try and go for this move again around the outside here, but thinks better of it, and thankfully he did. But I missed the apex somewhat here. Lap 16, I don't think there's much I can really do about this time. Let's see if I can. Actually pulled away a decent bit there towards after the DRS was activated, so kind of helping myself here. Joe got out of DRS himself then, so that was that left me vulnerable, and left the space. He went for the move, kind of half-hearted to be fair. I left the space, saw him coming. He's got his teammate to contend with now as well, so this is buying Joe the time he needs to kind of get through, so to speak. Anyways, not much I can do about this one this time, though. I got no DRS. He's much closer. He's AP, so he's going to go through. He has got 6 seconds, and I felt fairly good that he wasn't going to escape 6 seconds worth as well. So, happy to let him go. Lennon behind, again, same kind of thing. These guys aren't that much quicker than me, so I'm confident I could maybe hold 3-second range, 6 seconds. Joe has almost broken his 3-second window up above, so I actually don't know what happened to him at this next phase, because I don't know. It felt like, looking at his back, it felt like he should have been through this stage, at least on me, anyways. AP might get him, but he's got penalties to worry about. Anyways, this is for AP, anyways. The second Williams is coming through. Again, I didn't have DRS coming on AP. I think I just missed out. So. Yeah, he goes through. I tried to hang around the outside just to see if there's anything doing against Lennon here, but nothing really. So, yeah, he's going to move there in front there. I got Tom 5.8 seconds behind without pens. I wasn't too worried about him at the time. Joe got another penalty and has been falling into the clutches here. So at this stage, we try to coordinate things a bit better. AP, I think, got another penalty or something up the road, so... Or he's got his 6 seconds or whatever, so he's not very far up the road, so he's not worried about him. Joe then was able to help get back within DRS. He helped me get back within DRS basically, by doing stuff like this basically, just fighting for track position here against Lennon, and that compromised them, and it allowed me to catch back up within DRS, and I needed it because you see Tom here suddenly into the fray. Tom now. I'm very much nervous about now because the guys in front have pens, but Tom does not. So I need to use everything that I can to stay in front here. I've got enough fuel, but not a lot of ERS. So tentatively making my way around this last lap. I'm actually going to cut ahead here, but Tom tried to go around the outside of turn 4 and got himself a penalty by going off the track limit, I believe. So He actually got a penalty, but he's going to try and go for the move anyways, which I'm a little surprised by, to be honest. I held the middle line, so he decided to go for it anyways. Dangerous move there, potentially, but yeah, trying to leave him as much space as I could, but as much as he was entitled to, really. Didn't really deserve anything on the outside there through that slow part of the track. But anyways, here we go then. 27 laps. It was eventful enough. It involved following those Williams cars for a lot of this race, but anyways, last corner, we're going to go from P13 to P10. So, and almighty car pack here at the end as well. So, yeah. Decent enough race. Start at P10, finish P10. 41 seconds behind the race winner, which was Sam. That is ludicrous. Enduro Chris got 17 seconds worth of penalties, and he still finished 5 seconds up the road. So yeah, I was couldn't believe it. So, but a good result for the team, because you're going to see now. We're going to look at the standings. That's why I waited for this video for this video to come out. Really was because I wanted to look at the standings before we head into the next week's finale, or this week's finale. There's the standings. I'm in 9th, 125 points. It actually should be 126 because I finished ahead of Chris after post-race penalties. And he's got 1 point more and I got 1 point less. So I should really be a little bit further. I should be 1 point more than I am. We see Renault in a nice little spot there, 256. So I've been mostly focusing on Ferrari. Excuse me. So yeah, so we're in good shape heading into the season finale in Brazil in terms of Renault getting P3 in the constructors, and that'll be a successful season, I think. It's been a weird season, but there's more time to reflect on that at the end of the season. So that's going to do it for round number 12, I believe, of FTRL Division 1. Last round of the season is at Brazil. Should be an interesting one. I can already tell you it is an interesting one because it already happened. I re-recorded this by the way. Spoilers, this is taking place after the season finale in Brazil. So I'm going to hold off on that until the final standings come out. There is a fair few, I'm sure, race director stewarding things to be decided upon, I'm sure. So yeah, I think we'll be waiting for a few days for that one. But in the meantime, I've got a Performance League video from Hungary this week as well to hold you over as well. If you're, in case you're starving, in case you're thirsty for that Graham 89 content. I know I am. What are you talking about? Shut up. Anyways, thanks for watching, and until next time.